Siena here. I'm here today with Brad Lonson, the Director of Operations for the College Poker Tour, and today we're going to talk a little bit about the new ranking system. So, how's it going, Brad?
It's going good. Thanks for having me here today, Siena.
No problem. So, before we get into CPT, the ranking system, let's talk about ranking systems in general and how they're always like a controversial topic. So why is that?
There are many factors that go into the decision process to see who really is the quote-unquote best player out there. So some of those things to consider are how many events a player has played in, how many top results they have posted, how many total events are counted, and how to weigh the different tournaments.
Well, I can see there's definitely a lot to consider, but didn't the BCS college football ranking system just change too?
They did. That's a great example. I mean, ranking systems are changing all the time, and the BCS is one of them that just recently changed. Some people hate it, some people love it. The fact is, league officials can only do their best to make the rankings as fair as possible across the board.
So moving on to CPT, what was wrong with the old ranking system and why did you guys choose to change it?
Well, as you know, the CPT was created just over a year ago, and being the first of its kind, there was a lot of moving parts to consider. So we created a 16-point structure that catered very heavily to those players who participated a lot on the tour. And after a season and a half of feedback from the participants, talking to experts in the field, we realized that our rankings can be a lot better than they were.
Right, so explain to our players like how the new system will work.
The new ranking system is based off of Bluff and GPI's Poker Player of the Year award, which are the two leading ranking systems in poker. As you can see right here, first place gets 100 points, second place gets 70 points, third place gets 50 points, and so on.
So are all the tournaments weighted the same then?
That's a good question. No, they are not. Since we have all different types of tournaments such as daily qualifiers, weekly qualifiers, invitationals, and championship playoffs, they're all weighted accordingly. As you can see here, dailies are 1x, weeklies are 2x, invitationals are 3x, and championship playoffs are 4x. And another improvement that we made is we only count the top 20 results. So that makes for the good players really to rise to the top.
And you mentioned championship playoffs. That's new this season, right?
It is. Good catch. So instead of having one big tournament at the end of the season like season 1, we created a playoff system very similar to the BCS football playoff system.
Well, that sounds really cool, Brad. And why did you guys decide to do that in the first place?
So in season 1, we had one big tournament at the end of the regular season. And it consisted of players ranked number 1 all the way to 75th. Basically, that made the player who was ranked number 1 have the same chance as making it to the final table as the player who was ranked 75th. So this time, we will have 4 different rounds of playoff, and your year-end ranking at the end of the season will determine which round you get put into.
Well, that definitely sounds like it's going to change the way players feel at the end of the season.
Yeah, it's going to be really fun to see how they are vying for that next round at the end of the season, for sure.
Well, there you have it. We hope you learned everything you need to know about the new ranking system. And thank you, Brad, for coming on today and teaching us.
Well, thanks for having me. It was great being here.
Yeah, no problem. And let us know what you guys think about the new ranking system. And I'm Siena Dorsey, and we'll see you on the field.